Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey, and today I'm going to guide you through a more abbreviated full body Hatha yoga practice. So we're going to do both Pranayama and Asana today, but I have another video on my channel that is very similarly titled, but this is more of a condensed version of it. So we're not going to spend more than 30 minutes here on our mat, but we're still going to get in all of the essential movements. We're going to get some good stretches in. We're going to get some strengthening postures in. And of course, we're going to focus on our breath. So that's actually where we're going to get started. You can come to a seated position like I have here. Maybe you sit on a block between the heels. And if this is uncomfortable for any reason at all, maybe you sit cross-legged, sukhasana, crisscross applesauce, or sit in a chair if that's better for you. And so just taking a moment, letting your hands rest however's comfortable, finding a little bit of length through your spine, relax your eyes, relax your gaze. Let's start with 3 cleansing breaths to just let go of whatever you were doing before you clicked on the video. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. 2 more. Take your time. One more. And then let's just get right into the breath, taking your hands over your lower abdomen if this is comfortable for you. Make sure the shoulders stay relaxed, the elbows can be heavy, just the hands resting on the abdomen, not adding any pressure. And on your next inhale, direct your breath low into the lungs so that your diaphragm moves down and your belly moves outward into your hands. And then on your exhale, feel your navel softly draw back as you exhale. And then at the very bottom of the exhale, just push out whatever air is left over. Inhaling into the belly, inhaling into where your hands are touching. Exhale, just letting it go nice and easy. Right at the bottom of the exhale, just push out the stagnant air at the bottom. Breathing in through your nostrils, breathing into your belly. Breathe out through your nostrils. Let it go very easily, very comfortably. Just push out whatever's left over. Adding on now, take your hands to your ribs. You can have your elbows kind of pointing out with your hands touching the sides of your ribs, or if you prefer, you can kind of give yourself a hug, holding on to opposite rib with opposite hand. But either way, we're going to just feel the expansion of the ribs moving side to side as we breathe in. And breathing out and letting the rib cage knit inward, soften inward. Breathing in, ribs move side to side. Breathing out, ribs move in. One more like that. Breathe in, feel your ribs moving away from each other. And exhale, feel your ribs move inward towards each other. Our last little add-on here, take your hands over your heart space, or you could take fingertips touching the collarbones and letting the palms rest over the chest. Breathe in and feel your collarbones and your chest rise up. And exhale, feel your collarbones and your chest relax down. Breathe into the chest. Breathe into where your hands are touching. Exhale and let it go. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. Now we're going to marry it all together, taking maybe one hand over the belly, one hand over the heart, or if you want, you can just let your hands rest in your lap. But we'll start by inhaling and breathing into the belly, feeling it move into that hand. And then breathing up into the ribs. And then finally up into the chest. Exhale, let the breath go from your chest first, then your ribs, and then your belly right at the bottom, just pushing out the rest of the air that's left over. Breathe in, buoyant inhale to the belly, the ribs, the chest. Exhale, chest, and then ribs, and then belly, pushing out the stagnant air left over. Continue a few more times on your own, breathing in to belly, ribs, chest. Breathing out chest, ribs, and belly. I'll be silent for the next couple of rounds. And then let go of the breath control. You can release your hands. And just take a moment to breathe more naturally. Notice how you feel. And then take a moment to connect with an intention for your practice. The intention I'm offering, if nothing is coming to mind for you, is less is more. And so however you interpret that in your practice today, letting that guide you throughout. Less is more. When you're ready, fluttering your eyelids open, let's come right away into our tabletop position. And we'll start to move through some cats and cows. Spread fingers wide, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Inhale into your cow pose, tailbone lifts, head lifts, belly is down. Exhale into your cat pose, head is down, tailbone is down, back of your spine is lifting towards the ceiling. Inhale, that cow pose. Exhale, that cat pose. Take a few more rounds. One more here. Inhale, come back to your neutral table. Widen your knees apart, big toes touch, hips back towards your heels, and arms reach forward for Balasana, child's pose. Forehead resting on the mat. Unless that's uncomfortable, you can stack your fist or your forearms underneath your head to give you something to rest down on. I'm just taking a mental note of this posture, so if you start to feel tired at any point in practice, or you just feel like this would be supportive for you, you have my complete and total permission to return here. Give yourself permission to return here. I'm just taking a couple more breaths to feel the breath in the back of your body. Maybe feeling your ribs moving towards the ceiling as you inhale. And feeling your ribs move down as you exhale. Next inhale, lift your head, look forward. Exhale, shift forward into your tabletop position, hands and knees. Tuck all 10 toes under, and then start to send your hips back towards your heels again. Reach through your arms, press through your feet, lift your hips up and back into your first downward facing dog. You can alternate the bends of your knees, paddle out your feet, start to wake up through your Achilles, calves, hamstrings. Eventually finding some stillness in your downward dog. Spread shoulder blades apart, reach down through the heels, lift up through the hip creases and the low abdominals for that internal support. And on an inhale, look towards your hands and take any amount of steps to get to the top of your mat. In Uttanasana, your standing forward bend. Let your head get really heavy, tractioning it out. Always remember you can have a deep bend of your knees. Remembering that theme of less is more. What does it really get us if we have straight legs, if we're not finding a sense of ease and stability in the pose? And that's really what we're looking for. All right, on your next inhale, lift halfway, flat back, look forward. And then exhale and forward fold again. Remember to bend the knees as much as you want to. Now inhale, press into your feet. Start to roll up when your hands pass your knees. Reach your arms out and up, upward salute. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center and take a pause here. You might feel kind of like the blood rushing, the energy rushing from the crown of your head down to your feet. And just let it all settle. Okay, now we're going to move through one round of classical sun salutations, our Hatha sun salutations. We're going to take them super slow today. Inhale, reach your arms up, upward salute. Maybe look towards your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your waistline. Soften your knees. Inhale, head lifts up and the right foot steps back into your low lunge. Your right knee is down, your head is up, and then exhale, let the dust settle here. Feel that stretch into the front of the hip. Inhale, lift your heart again, reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale, plant your hands, step one foot back at a time into your plank pose. Hips are in line with the shoulders. Take a breath in here. And exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin to the mat. Squeeze your elbows in, your hips stay lifted. Exhale, slide forward into your baby cobra pose. Head and heart lifts. Exhale, press through your hands and roll up into your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, right foot steps forward, left knee drops down, head lifts up. Exhale, letting the dust settle again here, feeling that stretch in the front of the left hip this time. Inhale, lift your heart, lengthen your head up. And then exhale, lift that back knee, step the left foot up and forward fold over your legs. Inhale, press into your feet, roll up, reach your arms up, upward salute. And exhale, hands to heart center. And then we'll just do it one more time, but starting on the other side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, head up, left foot back, left knee is down. Exhale, hang out here for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, your plank pose. And inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, slide into your cobra. Exhale, press through your hands, roll up, downward facing dog. Breathe in, left foot forward, right knee is down, head up. Exhale, stay here. Inhale and exhale, right foot steps up, head is down, forward fold. Breathe in, upward salute, arms come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, interlace your fingers, take your hands behind the nape of your neck, and let your elbows be heavy, tucking your chin towards your throat, getting a nice neck release. Your chin is lifting your chest is lifting towards your chin, that's what I mean. While the weight of the arms is giving just a little bit of added traction to the back of the neck. And you're going to continue to let the head be really heavy, let the arms be heavy, and we're going to start to create a cat-like shape in the spine. Breathe out, let the shoulders round, let the back of your ribs round, starting to get into that lower back. The lower we go, at some point you might want to bend your knees, and eventually we're going to come to this Uttanasana variation, a forward fold with our hands behind the head. And then on an inhale, we're going to press into the feet, slowly roll up. Keep letting the head be heavy. At the top, inhale, open the elbows, lift your heart, lift your head. And then exhale, we're going to do that one more time. Roll down your spine, chin to your throat, round your back. Begin to hinge at your hips. Let the knees be as soft as they need to. Into your forward fold. Take a breath at the bottom. Inhale, press through your feet. Curl up through your spine. Strong, strong legs. At the very top, big breath in. Lift the elbows, lift the head. And exhale, come back to center. From here, releasing your hands, and then just start to fold into a more traditional Uttanasana. So your hands and your fingertips could rest on the floor. Your feet should be about hip-width distance apart. If you have a block, you're welcome to grab one. We're going to step the right foot back about halfway on the mat for a little pyramid. And so we're not starting from upright, so that means that you might need to put a bend in the knee. Again, you could put a block under the hands to lift you up a little bit more. Think about pulling your heart forward, reaching through the crown of your head. And breathing out, ground through your feet. That right heel should be grounded. Maybe after a couple of breaths here, you can bring the hands further down or let your upper body be a little bit heavier. Really strong legs, as though your mat was really slippery and you have to squeeze your legs towards each other. Alrighty. Inhale, lift your head. And we're going to bend into this left knee some so that we can take a bigger step back with that right foot. So it's like a runner's lunge. And then you could take your hand onto a block, or maybe you take that left elbow on top of the left thigh, drop your right heel down, toes are pointing out towards the right, and then spiral your heart open towards the ceiling for an extended side angle. So again, we're kind of working these poses in a different way, not coming from the sky down, but from the floor up. Really focusing on our foundation. If you do have a block or you want to take your hand to the floor, you can. All right, exhale, take the right hand down, lift that right heel up, and then we're going to reach the left arm up into an easy twist. One more breath. Exhale, left hand comes down, maybe onto a block. Step that right foot up and forward fold over your legs. And we're going to take that to the other side. Fingertips to the mat, lift halfway, take a breath in, We're stepping left foot back about halfway, grounding the heel down, toes point out at a 45-degree angle. Breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, fold the knee out over your right leg. Allow for the knee to bend. Give yourself permission to use props. Even if you don't have a block, you could bring a chair close by. You could stack some books on top of each other. Really doesn't take away from the practice. Coming back to this intention of less is more. We don't always have to be striving for this quote-unquote fullest expression of the pose. It's always best to go for your expression of the pose. Maybe now just giving into gravity for these last couple of breaths. And then once again, lifting halfway, start to bend into your right knee. You could have your hands on blocks or fingertips to the mat. We're going to take a bigger step back with that left foot. The heel is lifted to start. And as you drop that left heel down, you can take your right elbow on top of your right thigh, open your chest towards the left side of your mat, and reach the left arm alongside your left ear. Extended side. If it's in your practice, you could take a hand to a block or to the floor. The last couple of breaths here. And on an exhale, bring that left hand down, lift that left heel up, reach the right arm up, easy twist. On an exhale, right hand comes down, and then we're going to step left foot up to meet the right into Uttanasana again. Let the upper body be heavy. As you're ready here, we can widen the feet apart, toes out, heels in. Start to bend your knees, drop your hips down. Some of you might be able to lift your arms easily. Others, you might need to kind of shift side to side a bit to find a comfortable positioning here for your feet, your legs, your ankles. Either way, we're in a deep squat. If you have a block, I invite you to put it underneath your sitting bones on any height level so that we can really work the length of the spine. Even here, we can have fingertips in front of us, but we're really lengthening down through the tailbone and reaching up through the crown of the head. One more breath. From here, making our way to a seat. So you can do that either by taking your hands in front of you, stepping back to like a downward dog or a table, and then swinging your legs around once you're closer to the floor. Or you could lean back on your hands and you could pick your hips up off of the block and set your hips down. If you're not using a block, you could try to rock back, let the sits bones find the floor. But we're going to come into Baddha Konasana from here. So just make your way down in the way that makes sense to you. Heels into the groin, as close as is comfortable. Hands can wrap around your toes. And just take a moment to let the knees bounce up and down, little butterfly flutters. Still getting tall in the spine. And then come to some stillness. Take a breath in. And exhale, lean forward. Stay grounded through your sitting bones as you bend the elbows in. Reach your heart as far forward as you can. And when you meet resistance, you might then take your forehead to a block. Or just let your head be heavy. Maybe it finds the floor, maybe it doesn't. Next inhale, lift your head. Exhale, press through your hands, lift up with a flat back as much as you can. If you had a block out in front of you, you can move it out of the way, hands to the outsides of the knees to help pull them in, and then extend your legs towards the edge of the mat. Your heels should be just at the edge of the mat, and flex back through the toes, dig your heels into the mat, take your arms out in front of you, just a little bit of core work here. We're going to think about that cat-like spine. Start to scoop the tailbone under, leaning back. Your heels might kind of slide in towards you as you lower down. That's normal. Just keep rolling down. Eventually, the back of your lower back may find the mat, then maybe the back of your ribs, and then eventually your shoulders and your head, and then your arms can relax down. And just letting yourself lay here for a breath or so, feeling that release, feeling that little bit of warmth through your core. And we'll take that into our bridge pose. So bringing your feet hip-width distance apart underneath your knees, arms reaching down beside you. Walk your shoulders down and underneath your heart space. Tilt your tailbone down and then inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up for your bridge pose. Exhale to stay here. Another breath in and out. Maybe now you wiggle the shoulders closer in towards each other. You could interlace your fingers. Press into your feet, lifting the hips. Last breath in here. Exhale. Start to wiggle the shoulders out. Slowly roll down your spine, one vertebrae at a time, eventually landing into your constructive rest pose. Noticing the energetic effect of that posture. When you're ready, pull your knees in towards you. Give yourself a big hug, rock side to side. We'll close off our practice with a reclined twist. So you can take your left arm out beside you and let both of your legs drop to the right. The closer your knees are towards your body, the further up your spine you're going to feel this. If you feel like you need some support for your hips, putting a block or a blanket between the knees is helpful. But your right leg should be resting on the floor, so however you need to get it there. Next inhale, float the legs up. Exhale, both legs drop to the left. And a few breaths here so this right arm can stay out beside you. Remember, you can use props for support even here. Next, inhale, come back up through center with the legs. Exhale, release your feet down. If there's any other movements or postures that you need before you take rest, now's a great time to do that for yourself. But if you're feeling ready, you can extend your arms and your legs out long. Let yourself soften into the support of your mat. Let go of your breath, just let it go really easily, not controlling it in any way. And give yourself permission now to just be here for a little bit of time, doing the absolute least and acknowledging how much you get out of it. Remaining just as you are, start to bring more awareness to your breath again. Feel your breath moving in your body. Feel the support beneath you. Feel the space around you. And let the movement of your breath inspire you to create your own movement, wiggling fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, nodding your head side to side. Eventually, maybe you take a big full body stretch. Breathe in to stretch and then breathe out. Let everything go. When you're ready, pull your knees in, roll yourself over to one side. Take a little pause there just to feel the in-between state between your asana practice and the rest of your day. When you're ready, press down, help yourself come all the way back up. No hurries, no worries. Meet me here in a nice comfortable seat of your choice. Just take a moment to acknowledge the impact of your practice. Maybe reflecting on this idea of less is more, how you can get a lot out of a little bit of time, a lot out of just a few postures. And finally, bring palms together in front of the heart and connect to a sense of gratitude for the practice, for the time that you had to be on your mat, and for yourself for choosing to show up. With this gratitude in our hearts, we'll close with one chant of Om, emptying out the lungs, taking a breath in. Om. Thank you all so much for joining me for practice today. I hope that this practice served you well. I think we went a little bit longer than 30 minutes, but still a shorter practice than, the full 60 minutes. I hope that this practice served you well. Please let me know how it went for you in the comments down below. Let me know if you have any questions or any requests or wishes for future classes. I put out new classes every Sunday, so I hope that you will subscribe and join me here next Sunday again. But until then, thank you and namaste.